Wow, what a year it's been. In fact, what a year and a half it has been. As we reach the end of term, I think we should look back on the things we've been through during these extraordinary times. So, how about something positive to start with? Any ideas?
Well, last year we had 4 months of new school followed by the summer holidays and then new school again at the start of 2021.
I said tell me something positive. Anyway, I'm glad that all of you, well most of you, still kept up your schoolwork at home. What else?
Having time to just take things a little slower.
Binge watching food boxes.
Throwing Captain Tom to the maiden water that Emily attacked.
Captain Tom, what a hero, what a legacy he's left. Let's talk more about him later on, shall we? What else made it a bit things bearable?
You're having to go to the hairdresser because we're closed results.
Okay, thank you. So on the flip side, what about things we struggled with?
My mum decided to cut my hair herself. She made a right mess of it.
Yes, I had noticed. Don't worry, it'll grow back. What else?
Nothing left on the supermarket shelves during the first lockdown.
Not being able to get my grandparents out, that was awful.
At the time when we were bickered and Duff needed to be clothed, we were told we had to keep our distance.
Yet here we are, over the worst. We hope I'm slowly getting back to normal. But it was tough for a while. As I said, what a year it's been. Okay then, let's wind the clock back to March 2020. Who'd like to remind us what happened?
Well, with the COVID-19 virus increasing, to slow the spread and to stop the NHS being overwhelmed, we went into lockdown.
We were told not to socialise, to only go out for essential shopping and exercise, and to wash our hands a lot. Restaurants, bars, theatres, cinemas, sports venues, a lot of shops and most offices closed, and people were told to work from home unless they were key workers.
Schools stayed open for key workers and for children, but for most of it felt like the summer holidays had started early.
Yeah, but that feeling didn't last for long, remember?
Of course. I know I said I had a report written by last Friday. No, I'm not taking advantage of the work from home arrangements. Yes, I realise this isn't a holiday. Yes, I'll email it this afternoon. No, I won't watch Leave School and forget. Yes, I promise. Goodbye, Karen.
Mum, is this a subordinating conjunction or a coordinating conjunction? I don't know.
Subordinating what? In my day it was just nouns, verbs and adjectives we needed to know. Let's have a look. Hi, Karen. Yes, of course I'll spell check it. Yes, I know the directors will be reading it. No, it won't be full of grammatical mistakes like last time. Yes, Karen. No, Karen. You have a great day too, Karen. No, a conjunction in submarine, you say?
That's okay, Mum, I got it. Right, now I need to do history. But it's my turn the computer on. It's not fair. Tell him.
I need a coffee.
Hey now, what's all this noise? I'm trying to sleep. You know I'm working out at the minute, so please keep it down a bit, okay?
Sorry, Dad, but he's holding the computer and I've got a maths to finish. Yeah, right. You just want to play games on it.
Well, you eat your cereal and you do your maths. What is it you're doing exactly? Show me.
Long multiplication, but I'm really stuck in all these.
Well, let's say you're working out. And that's not how we were taught in school. What's all this grid nonsense? Look, just stick a 0 in that column, times that by that, and then times that by that, and then add them up.
But why?
Just do it like that. You don't need to know why. Right, can I go back to bed now?
Not yet. There's a message from your mother. See? Well, you called her for a chat. She's bored being stuck at home in her room.
But I spent 3 hours with her yesterday talking to her through the kitchen window when I delivered her shopping. Can you phone her?
No, she's your mother. Anyway, I've got that report to write for Karen at work, and there's these two to supervise.
Stop it, you two. Okay, what schoolwork do you still have left to do?
There's my history store, and I've got a science worksheet on electricity. And I've got art and RE.
Right, here's what we'll do. Electricity, you say? Well, I suggest you plug in the Hoover and Hoover upstairs for... Then there's a light bulb need changing in the downstairs loo. And history, let's see. I know, you can phone your grandma and listen to her talk about the olden days for an hour. Okay, art, right. You can give the garden fence a coat of paint. Now something for RE. Let me think.
Hello, Karen. Yes, I'm just about to... No, I'm not on the settee with my feet up. Yes, I know you're under a lot of pressure. No, I'm not taking advantage of your good nature. It's just that my children are... Yes, I understand. Goodbye, Karen. Dear Father who art in heaven, hear my prayer. Take pity on me in my hour of need, and deliver me from this torture. Amen. There you are. That's your RE sorted. Right. I think I'll put my feet up for an hour and watch this woman.
think all of us were looking forward to returning after school after that, weren't we?
Yeah. I know my parents were glad when the new school year started. Mum said she has a newfound admiration for teachers and can't believe what they put up with every single day.
Ha, well, what can I say? We do try, but there were so many people who worked hard during lockdown, even though there were risks, just to keep us ticking over.
I remember it was like watching a whole new set of Marvel heroes coming together for a new supervillain.
Yeah, COVID heroes, unite and fight. I reckon that would make a great film.
It certainly would.
In a single click, my master plan for world domination is now implemented. Ah, hello, you pathetic bunch. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Iris. Iris the Virus. Yes, okay, it's not the greatest name for a supervillain, but there isn't much that rhymes with virus. I did consider Mona Corona, but that just sounds like a whinging bottle of beer, which isn't very awe-inspiring. The big V was an option, although I figured people would think I was a second-rate rapper, whereas I'm more of a heavy metal fan. Louise the Disease, which was my mother's idea. Well, the less said about that, the better. So, Iris the Virus it is. Soon, all will bow down before me, as I wreak havoc, bringing Earth's inhabitants to their knees. Intruders have breached my defences. Who dares to challenge me?
I and my fellow NHS workers will not cease in our battles to keep people strong and healthy in their battle against you.
We will work tirelessly in hospitals, surgeries and clinics, treating the ill and needy. We will not stop until we have found a vaccine that will put an end to your wicked plan.
Curses! Doctors and nurses! But it will take more than you to defeat me. The chaos I have created in your daily lives will be the ruin of you.
The nation's transport workers will make sure things keep moving. You might think you can bring life to grinding halt Iris, but not on our watch.
And we will continue to serve our communities, whatever the risk to ourselves might be, to make sure our families always have food on their tables.
This can't be possible. I thought you humans had no backbone. You're supposed to crumble as I unleash my devastating power.
Well, that's where you're wrong. We will keep building for our future until you are nothing but a distant memory. We will still be standing strong.
And we will teach our future generations about how to stick together until you are no more. Time to face facts, Iris. You will be defeated. Me and my fellow COVID heroes.
Unite and fight! No!
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Listen everyone, we are just at the tip of the iceberg. Many millions more risk their own safety in the fight against the virus, and you yourselves showed such bravery battling through hardship, loneliness and drastic change, going without your comforts and remaining steadfast throughout. I remember how you clapped for the NHS. Well, here's a chance for us to clap along again. Hit it! Watching your back and they're with you every step of the way, and they
was fantastic, just what we needed. But before we go, I'd like to tell you about another hero. As my colleague explained, there are so many heroes who emerged during this pandemic, but none of them captured our imagination as much as one certain person.
An army veteran in World War II, in April 2020, he decided to raise £1,000 for NHS charities by walking 100 laps of his garden just before his 100th birthday.
As his story became national news, he was soon a household name and his fundraising snowballed.
He completed his 100 laps in the 24 days running up to his birthday, and the money he raised was a little beyond the £1,000 he hoped for. Donations totaled over £30 million, and this is still going up.
In recognition of his amazing efforts, he is made an honorary colonel, and on July 17, 2020, he became a Knight of the Realm when Her Majesty the Queen asked him to arise, Captain Sir Tom Moore.
Sadly, this remarkable gentleman passed away in February 2021, but the example he set and the inspiration he gave us to push through, to care for others, and to be positive will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Captain Tom.
So join us in an uplifting song to celebrate the life and achievements of this great man. Move over, Captain America. Here's to a real superhero.
Here's to Captain Tom!
We certainly needed inspirational characters like that to give us a lift through lockdown, didn't we?
It's a shame we couldn't inspire a bit of common sense to people. Remember what happened in the supermarkets?
Yeah, panic buying. What was that all about?
Didn't get to the supermarket super early, there wasn't anything left on the shelf. Well, except for stuff like broccoli, and who wants to eat that?
And why do people start stocking up in toilet roll? I read a bit about coronavirus and none of its symptoms said that it would increase to go to the loo.
We've gone weeks without any. We had to use kitchen roll until that ran out too.
And what did you do?
You don't want to know.
Mum, where's Dad?
You should have been back from the shops ages ago. It's way past dinner time and I'm starving.
I'm sure he'll be back soon. Then we can have dinner. It's going to be fish fingers, chips, and baked beans tonight.
Yes, my favourite. You can't beat fish fingers, chips and baked beans. I see I moved a lot for me, because I like cooking and I bought a Coke. It's Friday, remember? We're allowed Coke on Friday.
Well, it was on the shopping list I gave him, so I expect so.
Crazy, love, what on earth happened to you? Have you been run over, Dad?
Have you been mad? Have you been attacked by next to Stuart Russell again?
No, not that. I've been to Tesco!
Yes, we know that. I sent you there with a list 2 hours ago. How did you get in this state by just going to Tesco?
You do not know what it's like out there. Since I've announced this lockdown, the world's gone mad. It's every man for themselves. They're stripping the supermarket shelves, there's fighting in the aisles. I do not know how man's together they're alive.
That sounds terrible, Dad. What did you get our dinner?
Fish fingers, chips and beans, Phillips chili yogurts and a bottle of Coke.
I got what was on the list, more or less.
More or less. What do you mean? Did you or didn't you?
I tried my best to make sure we had fish fingers, chips and beans for dinner, with yogurt for pudding and Coke to drink. Sort of. Now, it's just going to take a bit of imagination, okay? Now, I know they weren't on the list, but I've been thinking for a long time now that we don't eat enough green veg, and there's plenty of peas and broccoli left in the shop, so...
Ugh. What about the stuff you're supposed to get? Oven chips.
Yes, right, oven chips. They run out of those, but they had parsnips. If you cut them up, brush them in oil and oven bake them, ta-da, chips!
You're joking. I'll just stick to the fish fingers and baked beans.
Yes, beans. They run out of those too, so I thought lovely chickpeas and tomato puree.
Dad, that's gross. At least tell me you got the fish fingers.
Technically, yes, we have fish fingers. Maybe not quite what you're used to, but fingers of fish, nonetheless. I managed to get 4 tins of sardines, which we can mush up, roll them into finger-sized portions, and here's the best bit. They don't need cooking, you can make them cold.
Oh, no way. Tell me at least managed to find some yogurts.
Haha, yes, see. I got the last 2 meters of milk in the shop. The good thing is, it's out of date, so if we leave it in a warm place for a while, hey presto, yogurt.
That's disgusting.
Well, what about the Coke? Let me guess. You got some Oxo cubes and thought we could just pop it in a bottle of sparkling water and give it a quick shake?
Great minds think alike, eh, love? Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I tried. I really did. Chips, fish fingers, beans, yogurt, Coke. There's just none left.
We know it's not your fault. Well done for trying your best, though. Okay, I suppose we can get a takeaway. I think I saw that on the news they're allowed to stay open. I'll ring the Chinese, shall I?
Yes, Chinese. Great idea. So, Dad, what's in the other bag?
Yes. I managed to pick these up from the newsagents on the way home. 20 copies of today's Ulster Star.
And what, may I ask, are we supposed to do with those? It's not another attempt to get us to read more instead of being on our screens, is it?
No, there was one more thing Tesco had run out of.
What was that?
Ta-da! Noodle!
This is a staff announcement. Member of staff to aisle 12. We seek to run out of food again.
We're here at the local shop. The queue goes right around the block. It's everybody for themselves. And now that we're all inside, we can't quite believe our eyes. There's not list. We've looked, but they don't exist. Who's taken on the toilet roll? It's like the apocalypse. We just want some oven chips, but we've no chance of striking gold.
This is a staff announcement. Member of staff to announce things. There's two old ladies fighting over the last tin of corned beef.
None left, nothing for our tea. None left to feed your family. The shopping trip's not how it used to be. None left, it's a catastrophe. None left, except for frozen peas and loads of broccoli.
This is a customer announcement. Please make your way to the exits. We seem to have run out of absolutely everything. The shop is now closed.
Lockdown certainly did present us with a few new challenges, didn't it? So many rules and regulations, which meant big changes to our lives.
I found some instructions that were given really confusing, and they were always changing. The people in charge were struggling to know what to do for the best sometimes.
It seems even the experts didn't agree all the time. But the thing is, if they can't make their minds up, how are we supposed to know what to do?
Shops had to shut, then they could open, and then they can open again.
We couldn't go to restaurants. Then we were told to eat out to help out, and then we were told again we couldn't do that.
We weren't allowed to play sports. Then we were, but only outside. But we couldn't go and watch our favourite teams play. I couldn't keep up.
The whole thing about bubbles and tears, who we could see, where we could see them, and for how long. I really don't envy the people who had to stand up week after week and update the nation.
Here we go again. I didn't get any sleep last night worrying about this.
Me neither. It seems every week we have to tell people something different to stop this virus from spreading.
No wonder they're getting confused. Maybe we're just not making things clear enough for them. Don't leave the house unless you have to leave the house, and don't go to work unless you have to go to work.
So, did you manage to read the document I prepared? Do you think it will work?
Well, it's worth a try. It can't do anywhere. Certainly radical, I'll give you that. We might as well give it a shot.
Okay, let's do this.
Thank you everybody for joining us at today's COVID briefing. Now, as you are aware, the situation with regards to this virus remains serious.
We understand the instructions we have previously given may have been unclear, leaving many of you unsure about what you need to do.
However, while we wait for the next set of scientific findings, from which we will come up with another set of different instructions for you, there are 3 things we need you to do. 3 things that have remained the same from the beginning of all this.
And today, we would really like to reinforce these, just so you are in no doubt. Firstly, wash your hands at every opportunity, as we know you can pick up the virus from affected surfaces. And secondly, keep a 2 metre distance from people when leaving your homes for essential activity.
And thirdly, wear a mask to reduce the risk of transmitting and contracting the virus through your breath. Now, we have said these things before, but many of you still don't seem to understand.
So, to shake things up a little bit, to make the message a little bit more funky and groovy, especially for you younger, cooler G's out there, let's, in a socially distanced manner, of course, rock.
Yes, we see the reason, we understand the
now, a special song for the younger children. Keep washing those hands.
Wash, wash, wash your hands, thumbs and fingers too. Rinse and then make sure they're dry, that's the thing to do. Wash, wash, wash your hands, thumbs and fingers too. Rinse and then make sure they're dry, that's the thing to do. Wash, wash, wash your hands, thumbs and fingers too. Rinse and then make sure they're dry, that's the thing to do.
Thank you for joining us at today's COVID briefing. Remember, hands, face, space.
And cut. That's a wrap, folks. Thank you.
Well, I think that worked out really well indeed. So, same time next week.
Can't wait. I think we found that having a sense of humour certainly helps us cope with life's challenges.
But we mustn't forget that the COVID pandemic and lockdown have been devastating for so many people.
Jobs have been lost, livelihoods have been ruined, and families have struggled to adapt to huge changes.
Yes, we've taken a look at a few aspects of lockdown in a light-hearted way today, but the pressures of these and other things have created are very real.
And the efforts of social distancing has led to loneliness, isolation and depression in lots of vulnerable people in our efforts to shield older family members. They have often gone months without contact with the people they love.
And of course, lives have been lost. Some of us have been more personally affected by this than others, but as individuals, families, school, a community, a nation and the world, we have all seen the effect of what has happened.
So let's take a moment to think about and remember those who throughout these difficult times have paid the highest price.
Shall we? What has given us hope? Any ideas?
The vaccine. It's the light at the end of the tunnel.
What a fantastic job those scientists did. How hard they must have worked to get it ready so quickly.
I bet there were some celebrations at the lab on the day of the breakthrough. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall.
Hello YouTube! You joined us at the lab where we're having a party! We've done it! The final test results have came back and ladies and gentlemen, we have an effective vaccine! Needless to say, we are very jolly. So, now let's get a reaction from Professor Hans Wiesenspies who co-led this research.
Hello everyone. Yes, it's been a crazy few months. We haven't stopped, but here we are with the finish line in sight, and we're celebrating.
So, hey Pamela, say hello to YouTube. Come on Pam, don't be shy. The great pandemic. Without us, we wouldn't be here. Come on, Pam, say something.
Hi, well, yes, it's been an amazing breakthrough, but we're only doing our jobs. This is just what we do.
And this is where it all happened. We've been locked in this lab for months. We haven't seen daylight in years. But now we can relax a little. And some of us seem a little more relaxed than others. Oopsie. Right, we have some final loose ends to tie up before we send this vaccine off to the manufacturers. So it's goodbye from the lab.
Bye.
Right, Professor Hans face in space, Professor Van Damme, let's crack on. Right, where's the formula?
Hang on, where is it? It's the final formula. I left it here, I'm sure I did.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me after all our hard work. I mean, you have lost it.
Don't blame me, I left it here. Right here.
This could not be happening. I gave up my life to work on this research. I haven't seen my children in a year. You idiots.
Who are you calling an idiot? I have a PhD for Oxford University.
And I've been nominated 3 times for a Nobel Prize. If anyone's an idiot, it's you. This party was your idea.
You're awake, are you?
And what are you sneering at? This isn't funny.
And why are you videoing us? You should be helping us out.
Oh my goodness, did you see your faces? It's hilarious. This is definitely going on YouTube.
Excuse me, have you lost your marbles?
Are you for real? Do you understand what is happening here? We've lost the formula.
And you're putting this disaster on YouTube. Stop filming at once.
Relax. You've just been pranked. Oh, your faces. Comedy gold. We haven't lost the formula. It's here in my pocket. At least I thought it was. Oh no, it's not here. It must have fallen out when we went to buy more champagne.
You idiots!
Only joking. Here it is, safe and sound. But really, your faces.
You pranked us. Why would you prank us?
Oh come on, it's just a bit of fun. And anyway, now everyone will see that scientists aren't boring, and that we do have a sense of humour. Guys, come on! Sense of humour. Scientists can't take a joke. Yes? No? Please guys, sure you can see the funny side. Oh gross!
Talk about looks on faces. Did you see his?
Is he right though? Do people think we scientists are a boring bunch? How can we change that?
By singing a song and sticking it on YouTube. Come on, gang. There's more to us. Let's show the world that there's more to us than meets the eye.
Yes!
So if you find a sneaky virus trying to find its way inside us, when the folks in their white coats will set to microscopes.
An elixir, find elixir to keep us healthy, fighting fitter, hoping it will work a charm. It never shall be harm.
Sign out on your
Let me say it again. Wow, what a year. Such extraordinary times we've all lived through. One day, children like you will be learning all about our experiences during their history lessons.
I suppose this has been like our own blitz, hasn't it? Everyone standing together in face of a common enemy.
And when it's properly over, maybe we'll notice that things have changed for the better and learn to appreciate what we have and not take anything or anyone for granted.
And we'll make the most of those opportunities to do all those things and to be with all those people we've missed since this craziness started.
So everybody, all that's left to say is thank you for joining us. How wonderful that we can all at last be together again. Here's to the future and finally being free to explore our possibilities, to imagine and realise all that we can be. Now, that's if the roof off of this place.
Yeah!